Hello everybody and welcome back to Koali Beach and the second time on my channel. And I'm really happy. I'm again joined by Silvarret and DeLadysigner. Hello you guys.
Hey yo.
How are you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Yeah, I'm also fine. As I said before the commentary, I'm a little bit tired. Also, because of the video, what you will see, I just worked a lot on this park and maybe a little bit too long into the night. But never mind it. I hope it was worth it. But yeah, maybe to start off, I just told you guys, but I also tell you, all of you out there, that this episode is kind of, we are still in this little lagoon area, and we all had a talk about the area in general, and also you mentioned it in the comments, that the whole thing is kind of nice, but what is kind of lacking is that the queue area, and with it the big drop is so, it's really unsteady, and above this little kind of area where the queue is below this drop, it's all not that well built. So I did like it, and if you might delete the drop above it, it might also look good. But in the end, we needed something more steady, something which does fit the whole thing a bit more, so that it would be a little bit more realistic. And this is basically what I'm going to do, with a little bit of a surprise thing in the end of the episode. Which
I'm so curious.
Which isn't even finished right now, you know? I'm also talking about something which will be finished, and I even have no idea if I get it finished. Anyway.
But yeah, I see what you're doing, and I'm so hyped and excited for this episode. You showed us some screenshots, and it really looks good, but to see the video and everything come to life is always so nice to see. I really hope we can keep doing this like we do now, watching your videos.
Yeah, I think it's the best way to do it, but it's like, as we said in one of the recent episodes, it's always down to our time management. So if we get it done to render it before, true. So for example, as I said today, Garuda failed 3 times, so this would have even been possible to. Yeah, but anyway, I think it's always a cool thing to watch the time-lapse while doing the commentary. But I think we also manage it quite good and quite well when we don't have a time-lapse and just screenshots. It's like...
Yeah, of course, but then again, like, also having the time-lapse always gives you something to talk about, which is on topic, in case, you know, it just kind of falls silent and we're going to talk about PewDiePie again. Like, no, that's not gonna...
Not again!
Shit, I just accidentally did it, didn't I?
Yes,
but, you know, nobody's going to make the noise. Unfortunately, Keralis isn't here, but he still has to do some private stuff, and it's
true. It's terrible.
But
life sucks sometimes.
Yeah, it does. And I think it's really important to kind of accept this and just let things go like they are. And I think we will have a good time here. And he's still giving us some feedback. So
absolutely, yeah. He's still in our Twitter group, and he's still
in our hearts.
Responding to our pictures and in our hearts. Of course he is.
Silver's in such a nice mood today.
Most of all, I am extremely sleepy, so if I say some extremely dumb things, I'm gonna try and blame my brain instead of myself.
Yeah, but we know what happens when you are silent and quiet. I've been there before with Keralis. Yes.
What happens?
You're like, okay, now we're stuck. What are we gonna talk about? Still help us out.
Well, now you've got Rudy, and Rudy can talk lots of stuff regarding the entire build, like the thing that he's building right now.
Yeah, I can. But I'm also asked to keep your relationship between the both of you alive, you know?
Can you not mention the word relationship when you're talking about us? Like you're only gonna fuel the YouTube comment section at this point.
Okay, let's maybe go ahead with this little roof, to put a roof on it.
Yeah.
Is that even a pun?
I'm like,
I don't know.
seriously. It's so cool. I'm really watching with my mouth open, like, what is he making? Like really, it is
Yeah, it's
so interesting,
basically-
and I'm like, what is he going for?
maybe this is really a good thing to talk about, because I just had a little chat with Sylv today about this, and I was really, when I showed you the screenshots, I was really like, oh damn, hopefully they like it, because it's I just wanted to go for some towers over there to have something really strong and steady, where you could really imagine this could hold the entire lift hill section of this coaster. And so I figured this should be something like a really stone tower, and this is also why I put all these rocks to it, and I will clean it up later on a little bit. It looks kind of messy right now because I just copied it over to have some over there, and later on I'm going to do this a little bit more natural. But anyway, this was really hard because like we went for well, it's not we, you actually started this park really like kind of a Polynesian kind of style, and I really want to go with it, of course, and it's really difficult because you tend to go into Caribbean style, even closely to piratey style, I don't know, in this direction, and I somehow wanted to keep the Honolulu look to it. I don't know how to call it, but you know, and so I went with these little hatch roofs and thatch roofs. Thatch, that's the word. And put a lot of greenery and foliage around it to make it look really a little bit more natural. And I kind of imagined that it could be like you have old ruins going on there, like broken towers from kind of, I don't know, maybe colonial stuff or something like this, and then the native people are going to take those ruins and build upon them with their kind of architecture upon it. So that was just the idea why I put the roof on it like this, because actually
really cool.
you would expect some different roofs on top of those towers. And
Oh yeah, I think it's actually a great idea. If I can just butt in for a second, it's kind of like we're actually getting some different styles in the park right now, because a lot of the things so far have been very meticulously put together in a similar style, but also in such a sense that the entire park has the same style. So last episode we had like the art primitive pattern pieces, which was finally a very different kind of style, and now we actually have the stone towers and everything alongside the dive machine. So that's very interesting. But yeah,
really
go on.
nice.
yeah, no, I'm fine. This is why we have a commentary between three of us. So just jump in whenever you want. Yeah, no, I think also I just saw it because when you sent me over the park, I could see how the build of Lady fit into the park, and I just think that it fits really good, even though she didn't know where it will sit in the end and so on. But it gives the whole thing a little bit of an extra touch, and we might use this style somewhere else in the park again to just have a connection to it. But it really works pretty well. I also took it later on.
Thank you, and thank you, Sil, for putting it in.
Yeah, no problem, I guess.
I hope it wasn't.
It's just a little video game thing. I'm always like, you're welcome, I guess. In a video game, it's all right. But anyway,
that's true. It is video game.
I do like how it's doing.
But it is a part of our life almost. Like how much time we put in our YouTube videos and to make awesome content for people to watch.
True.
So it's not just a game.
It's life.
It's life. Planet Coaster Live.
I mean, the cool thing though about it, at least for me, I just can't talk for me, but it still feels like just a game, and this is maybe the best thing to keep creativity and passion for it. For me at least, it feels like just a game, and whenever I feel like, okay, no, I just it's kind of work to do and I need to finish it, I mostly try to avoid this and I just don't play.
Yeah, but sometimes you just want to finish an area, and sometimes it's very hard, but you just want to keep on building because you want to go to another area which you have so many awesome ideas for.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes you just have to force yourself to finish an area. I think we all have those moments in a park, like I don't really like this, but let's just finish it and go to the next part. But then you're like 8 hours further and it's like
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh gosh, those pause right now. my throat. My throat is a little bit hurting. So, but this task, like your tutorial self, was so helpful. Like I can't wait to use it. I'm building a dark right now, so I can't use it. But damn, I really like that.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
yeah.
I had to say that. I was
No
watching
problem.
it yesterday, and it looks so cool.
I really need to give as much credit as I can though to Free
Yeah,
to Bear.
I know,
He was
Free
the
to
first
Bear,
person
but
to share that thing. And
True.
like when he shared it, there were actually quite a few people who said, "Oh yeah, I actually found that trick," but they never shared it before. But Free to Bear actually shared the trick with us. So yeah, all credit to him for actually finding this thing and talking about it. It is really super game changing though, and I've barely done all of the
Absolutely.
experimentation that we can do with it, but there's definitely going to be some interesting stuff with that coming
Yeah.
up.
By the way, I
Oh,
just
yeah.
maybe it's helpful, but when doing it in this park, you have seen just a few seconds of me doing this. This area was, by the way, just for test reasons. We can just take it later on if we want to, but it was like to test go on into this region where I'm at the moment. But I also found that you can really go for, yeah, as you said in your tutorial, nearly eternal plazas. That's like if you do a lot of crossovers and stuff like this with angle snap turned on, you can really smooth them out as far as you want. This is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
So
Really
cool.
cool,
I'm really happy I know, because I saw the tutorial of Free to Bear, but it's really helpful that you made a video out of it, because now it's so clear. Now I totally understand now how it works and how you can use it.
It's so strange.
that's
It
really
feels like a
cool.
new feature, to be honest. It's like,
Yeah, it really
Yeah, it
feels
kinda
like
does.
that, but it isn't.
yeah,
I'm like curious, how long is it there and we all
Yeah,
didn't know?
actually, when Free the Bear posted that thread, like I was in a Discord call, and like the thread was originally just about a junction, so I was testing it, and then it turned out that you could make plazas out of it, and like I nerdgasmed all over the place, and I was screaming like, guys, this just changed the game, and like people were like, don't talk to Frontier about this before you know they're gonna patch it out. So I'm actually really hoping that this isn't something that they're gonna patch out and see as a bug. So please, if
Why
anybody
would they
at
do
Frontier
that?
ever well, because
it's
I am.
not bugging the game.
It definitely isn't, but it also doesn't look like it's actually intended behavior of the path system. Because otherwise you'd be able to smooth them out just by like the thing is you have to do something then undo them to get a certain feature, and that is definitely more of a bug than a feature.
yep, it is, I'm pretty sure. And the thing I'm most just concerned about is whenever you go and oh, by the way, I've double footage, and I shouldn't have mentioned it, but I have to cut it out later on. I just figured that I was confused at the.
I was like, didn't you do those
Yeah,
bugs before?
I was like, what?
Oh,
Okay.
that's just talk over
Yeah,
it, and when
no,
it's
it's fine.
done, then you can cut this
No, I
part
won't.
out,
It's
and
so-
then
it's
it's
like-
fine. No,
Maybe I do. I just let's see. But anyway, what I want.
it's just a short
Yeah,
part.
what I wanted to say just though was that I'm a little bit concerned about the fact that they will definitely try to improve the pass system in general, because it's like one of the biggest complaints about the game. So I'm pretty I'm pretty sure they are really working hard to improve the pass system. And with this improvement, they might just tackle this issue as well, because it's definitely an issue. On the other hand side, maybe they just see how good this works for us right now, so maybe they can implement this function somehow intentioned, so that it isn't a bug.
Hopefully, and else we are gonna have a serious talk with them.
We do have, or we have Bear and lock him into a room until he finds another bug. That's as helpful as this.
That's the thing too, yeah. But we could also just say, if Planet Coaster deletes it, we are not gonna upload any Planet Coaster video till they add it again in the game. Okay, that was maybe too much.
That is actually a very powerful way to get
But
them
it
to do
is,
this.
yes.
You're turning
Okay,
to the
we-
dark side, the lady.
Uh-huh.
You're using your power wrong. I thought you were the
sorry.
chosen one. Okay, I'm just making jokes of Star Wars, and we've
chosen
got
one.
some.
You know, lady, with great power comes great responsibility, and
Yeah.
thus with great amount of subscribers in any given video game on YouTube, you have a great responsibility in that given game.
And maybe an influence as well.
That is
On
also
the
true.
developers. Ooh, did you hear
You're
that?
being
loud?
very subtle about it.
I just go
Okay.
la 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 over it.
I will be nice now.
What the hell?
Or just a beep, like beep.
No, it's like sorry, I have
Okay,
to jump in
I
here
quit.
with just a.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the elephant in the room for a very long
Yeah,
time.
oh my gosh, that
there
elephant
a-
was
is there
my
an elephant?
idea in kind of way.
It was yours. I just was about to talk about
I
it.
wanted to do that, but it was terrible. I just couldn't do it, and I'm so happy to see you. You are doing this
Like
right now.
maybe you do remember my reaction when you first told us what you're trying to do.
Yeah, you were
And
like
I was
so
like,
enthusiastic.
damn great! What a great idea! And I have to say that you're now seeing that I'm going to finally make an overhaul on the first attempt of the elephant, which wasn't really an attempt. I have to say this was the end of one recording, and I just wanted to get in somehow the dimensions of the elephant I wanted to do in the next recording session. And so I just put down this really brief little statue out of those wooden pillars, which actually looked kind of strange but nice at the same way. I kind of liked it. It's like
Yeah,
modern
but I
art. which-
tried this with
I don't
art
know.
pieces, and I just no, it was terrible. And I'm looking like at this, like no fucking way. I didn't say that, but yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, but actually it was your idea. I have to give full credits to you.
Yeah, but I couldn't do this. Like the art pieces are so, it's so difficult for me.
Yeah, you know,
True, there are only a few people who can actually like build full figures out of art pieces that I've seen so far, and you're one of the
Absolutely.
few. Though I
Yes,
actually do think
I did mention you in my Wonderland, like Rudy and you, and
Mhm.
Esperile.
oh, he's also very
I-
good at this. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. But
But
you
I
are
do
very
think
good as
what's
well.
kind of funny in this video though is that you can kind of see like the struggles in trying to like, well, not necessarily the struggles, but kind of like your entire mind process of like you can see you thinking, how the hell am I even gonna do this in this video? Like building the different kinds of things and like only eventually kind of getting like that model of the elephant in there and putting all the wood pieces together, which works out great in the end. But it's like
Yeah.
it's interesting how you can almost see the thought process happening in the video.
Yeah, the actual thing was that
Absolutely.
I have to say, you said it's just a process, but I just put in the art pieces just for the sake of having an actual model. I can just put the wooden
Yeah.
pieces around, and there was
Mhm.
somehow also the little time in between where I thought, oh, maybe I'm going to go with those art pieces, but then I thought, no, it's just for the whole style of this park. It has to be made out of wood, and I just
It fits more.
yeah, it fits more.
Yeah.
And just wanted to go with it, and I thought, okay, let's try, and then maybe see if I can, redo the art shapes with just wood shapes, and it worked out pretty well. Though I have to say, as I said,
So
I'm not
amazing.
finished. When you guys are watching this video, it obviously is finished, and
Damn it.
there will be some more footage at the end. But when this video is about to end, which we are looking right now at on it at the moment, what am I going to talk about? Ah, damn it. I'm losing my words. It's this kind of wooden elephant. What's going on? And the thing is that I'm struggling with the legs and with the actual feet of the elephant, because I thought the face would be the harder thing to do, but it isn't. It's like really the legs and the feet, because it's so the shape is going so much thinner to the bottom part, but it's still a little bit thicker than everything else you have. So you have to make different kind of pipes to have in different sizes, and they have to join each other to make a kind of a fluent transition there. And this is really the hardest thing to do with wood. I should have known this
But
after
I
the
like
boat.
the way how you put those wooden planks on the ears. Like, if I would do that, I would go like very, very straight, and it's so much better looking just to place them not really that neat. It's so good, and really reminds me of your owl as well. That one was so good as well, your autumn owl.
Yeah, the owl was kind of the first attempt to see what's possible.
Yeah.
And really, back then, I had already the feeling that we need a smaller wood piece, like a smaller plank. And
Mm-hmm.
if it wasn't already there that I had this thought, it would have been now. Because these, I think they should be 2 meters, right? These planks. The smaller planks should be 2
Yeah.
meters and the other one 4 meters. Like, what about 1 meter? Maybe half a meter?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
We have so many small pieces, so why not add just some smaller wooden planks? One more plank, please.
There's one 1 meter pillar, but that one's like very narrow compared to the size of the plank. So you could have built it out of that, but that would have probably taken twice the amount of time and legged up the entire park in one little object, probably.
And you guessed it. I mean, this one will be also kind of heavy on pieces, though. It already.
I'm so happy I don't.
It will stay under the 2K limit, but never mind. If I'm going over it, we just have a few more days to wait until we can make a blueprint out of it.
True.
That's so good.
So how is your FPS doing?
Oh, still pretty good, to be honest. I just when I'm turning on everything else in the background, I still get over 30. So
on like the highest quality?
Yes, but without people in the park. You
really?
left the park
My
opened.
computer is screwed.
Last time you left it open,
True.
I was like, holy shit, what's kind of show is going on here? It's like I've got 12 FPS or so, and I just remembered last time I just had 30 or so, and I was like, okay, we've got 4,500 guests in the park. Maybe that's the reason. Yeah.
Sorry.
And then I just closed the park, and it's crazy how the frame rate is going up. Then again, it's crazy.
Yeah, it really helps a lot to close down your park.
Yeah, but
Though I did just kind of wonder, how is that going to work in the end when the park is finished if we're already on that kind of frame rate and we're going to eventually need a cinematic video where everything is up and running?
Then I have my amazing monster computer.
I'm not sure if even NASA can prepare for what's going to happen in this park.
we should call Google and Apple
you
if they can
got
have a little joint
that,
venture
yeah.
just for helping us.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, we've evolved for thousands of years just to be able to, you know, play these Planet Coaster parks on the newest computers. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we do have a new quote then in... I don't know who of you out there will know the quote, but there was a game back in 2007 which is called Crisis. And this was like, arguably the best looking game ever. And back then it was like always the quote on the internet, okay, your computer is good, but can it run Crisis? And like all the time they do ask, can it run Crisis? So maybe we have to change this question to, can it run Planet Coaster on highest with 10,000 guests?
In Koali Beach.
Beautiful build park with like 200,000 pieces. But I was seriously thinking, like, maybe when the park is finished, Keralis could do like a walkthrough. But I'm not really sure if that will be possible.
And we met...
Dude, sorry for butting in again, but just a side note, the swords as like
That's so
what
cool.
are they called again? As the ivory things is so beautiful. Damn, I'm gonna need to look that up.
Holy crap. That is really, really smart.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't know what to say again. It's just...
I'm like
tusks,
really
that is.
blown away with this elephant. It's so cool. It's beautiful.
I just wait to say anything to it until I'm finished, because I know how much I was struggling yesterday evening, so...
I can imagine.
I mean, this is at least 3 hours of time lapse for the elephant. That's very mad. That's amazing.
It's crazy, but really good.
Yeah, it's...
Wow.
So where are we
like
gonna-
speechless.
Where are we gonna put the elephant, which took hours of
Oh,
work?
I think at the end of the video you will already see it. It's just when you're going from Lady's latest build and the wooden coaster in between, in the area behind the wooden coaster, there's kind of a nice spot where we could continue, maybe. And I just made a little bit of a round plaza over there with a little bit of a seating area next to Lady's kind of little jungle, where you can just sit and relax and watch the wooden coaster. And to frame a little bit the skyline of the wooden coaster, I've got the elephant, which fits exactly in the lower part. So if you imagine there is the skyline of the wooden coaster, then there is the lower part.
These cookies.
Yeah, but they didn't work as I would love
Oh.
them to work, yeah. So yeah, that
There.
elephant will sit, but we can move him. So it's just one
Cool.
blueprint. We can just move it around.
Really, really looking good.
All right, yeah, because this really reminds me of something that I haven't mentioned before, but there's a wooden coaster in Netherlands called Troy, which you might have heard of, and it's got this amazing piece of theming, which is a wooden horse. Of course, the wooden horse of Troy, and it's kind of like that. Like it's an amazing
Yeah.
wooden animal statue. Anyway, that was just my nerdgasm for today.
You're a nerdgasm. I thought you were about to say, I'm gonna make a wooden coaster.
Again, a second one.
Again. Yeah, again.
Yeah.
And now all the comments will be like, oh yes, do a wooden coaster again, do a wooden coaster again.
I have sort of been taking note of those, but there were quite a few people who were like either a wing coaster, a flying coaster, or an inverted coaster. But we'll have to see. We still have to talk about
Yeah.
You guys just keep on doing the coasters and I will focus on the rides and the restaurants.
that. Sounds good.
The thing is,
Yeah.
I don't know which one I want to see from Sylv. Yeah, I'm also inverted one would be great. Did you? No,
I've
yeah,
already-
you did those two Elvish inspired ones, right?
Yeah.
So a flying would be nice.
The one I've already done a flying coaster as well.
Which one?
And which other one did I say? Suzaku is a
Oh,
flying
of course.
coaster.
Yeah, it is. Of course. Yeah.
Which other one coaster type did I mention again? The wing coaster.
Yeah.
I have actually made a wing coaster.
Well, apart from your college.
Well, actually no, we haven't had a wing coaster yet on college. That was a 4D coaster.
It was,
But
right,
there
yeah.
are still 2 other wing coasters in the game, which I haven't done yet.
Ooh.
Actually, that's a pretty good idea. But we're gonna have to talk about that some other time, probably.
Yeah, but I think we will have a little,
Probably.
a few more minutes, maybe, for cinematic shots and the rest of
Yeah,
my elephant
Of course.
build,
And if
Ooh.
which isn't there.
I mean, this is as good as any moment for people to write down in the comment section what kind of coaster they would like to see, whether they were cool with the wing
Absolutely.
coaster, and we'll take that into the discussion.
yes,
Yeah.
it's such a cool thing.
That's
I-
a very good idea.
I'm just sorry. I'm just right now thinking in my mind where this coaster could sit. I was like, and I was also like,
But you have to wait for 2 episodes
Yes.
now.
yes, I have,
Yes.
but I'm not going to
Yes.
Berlin for like 6 weeks, so I will take over then
Ooh, that sounds
immediately.
good.
Yeah.
Ooh. Awesome.
So I'm really happy to see what's going on next. I have to say I'm so curious and so happy always to get my fingers back on Koali Beach, and it's so I spent it's no joke. I just spent a half an hour before getting work done just in this park and looked around and just checked everything, and there were a few spots. I just first of all I thought, okay, maybe I'm just going to fill in all those little spots which are open and make those connections. But once I just started to redo the queue area, those thoughts were gone. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, then again, I was the person who left a lot of the unfinished mess in the park, so I wouldn't have any issues trying to resolve them and like fill in those little bits and bobs which I should have filled in a very long time ago. Never mind the restaurant as well, which is still standing unfinished.
Yeah.
And hell, the queue of the wooden coaster that I started in episode 4.
Oh wow.
You still have to
I
finish
don't
that
even
one,
know in
indeed.
which one we are right now.
But you guys always also need to focus on my stations. My station and the station of Keralis.
Oh yeah, there's
True.
still the station open. Wow. I like stations. Maybe.
Ooh, go for it.
No, I'm done for now. I'm done for now. I've made an elephant and 3 towers. So not 1 more tower, not 2 more towers, like 3 more towers
Hashtag 3 more towers.
and an elephant. Yeah.
Well, you know, you've built towers and you've used lots of wooden planks, so I am very glad.
But did you recognize which plank it was? Sorry. Was too obvious.
I believe
recognize that blank.
I believe it was the 2 meter. I don't even know what that thing is called. I mean, I'm
Plank?
glad that I
Plank?
don't know the names of the pieces in Planet Coaster by heart. If that were
Well,
the
I
case,
have
I
the
would
same.
be very worried.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there we go.
Just
Wooden
know how
plank,
it
2
looks.
meters.
Wooden plank
That's
2 meters.
obvious. Sometimes the names
Wow.
are really obvious, and sometimes I just think, why did they call it like
What?
this? But anyway.
Yeah, like
sometimes it's just
a
a
sci-fi
translation.
piece, which is called fiberglass greeble. What is
I
greeble?
have no idea.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I think.
I bet people in the comments will tell us now.
Definitely, and they will
Yeah,
tell the
true.
story
Let
about
us
it
know.
and where you can find it. It's somehow also a story like in the Harry Potter universe. It's like beautiful pieces and where to find them. So it's. Oh damn. Okay, I'm done for today.
Actually, that's such a good idea for a name.
Anyway, I think we can slowly wrap it up because I don't want to do too much until the weekend to render.
Oh yeah.
Too much
Oh,
cinematic shots.
dude. Agreeable is a fine detailing added to the surface of a larger object to make it appear more complex. Aha.
Okay, you just read it.
Okay.
Okay, I thought it was an original Silvarret explanation.
No, I knew that all by heart. I have the definition of every word in my head.
You got a smartphone in your head.
No,
okay. He's got Google implemented in his head. I'm so jealous.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, I'm glad that we had already, or no, not already, but again, the chance to have a nice commentary on an episode on my channel.
Yes.
And,
I'm so much looking forward to the cinematic shots.
and by the way,
Like, seriously.
I'm happy to say that you are the lady. You are still with us as an active member. I
am too.
because last episode I wasn't with you in the commentary, so I just wanted to say this again.
Oh, thanks, sweet.
Yeah.
But people were also very happy to see I'm still working on it, and they were very surprised. So that was really
Yeah,
cool.
and this gives us more room, I
So
guess,
thank you,
to
guys.
just exchange ideas and stuff like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And more time.
Yes, this as well.
Like more time in between.
Yeah,
Else you would exchange the part like every week.
that's right. That's really.
Yeah. So I'm helping you as well.
You do. All right, and now I'm helping all the guys who are tired, so we can just.
I think we went 10 minutes over time.
Anyway, I will have some
Wow.
dramatic shots in the end, or maybe I build a giraffe or so. No, I won't.
So we're now going for Africa?
No,
or
I just
still
I
can
just
go?
was thinking of an animal which is hard to do.
Well, there are Asian elephants, so it's completely fine.
True. That's true.
Yes, I hope so. I didn't spend too much thought on it. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. Yeah, as I said, thank you for being here, and thank you guys all for watching again. And I hope you are still with us and as enthusiastic as we are. And
Absolutely.
yeah, see you the next time on Sylph's channel. If I'm right.
Yes,
Yep.
you are.
I think you are. Hopefully you are. Hopefully I'll have a video next week.
Oh, you will.
Oh,
Promise us
just wait
now.
and see. I'm not entirely sure yet. Like, maybe
It's
I'll have
good to mention right now.
maybe I'll have motivation to work on it. I'm not entirely sure.
Ooh, that's
No, I'll do it.
very
I'm not playing it on
negative.
you.
I mean, I don't really like Planet Coaster that much anymore. Like, I've sort of found myself playing some other games a little bit more recently. Games
You
like
were
RollerCoaster
joking,
Tycoon
right?
World.
Oh yeah, I'm also into it. It's a great game. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, we'll have to see next week. Hopefully, I have something.
Yeah, and you will go out with your
We'll
50
be
episode Let's
fine.
Play of RollerCoaster Tycoon World. How beautiful this game is, right? Was it the title of it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was,
will.
right?
Something like beautiful roller coasters and where not to find them. Oh, did I just? Anyway, I think we're gonna have to call it a
Yep.
day and go
Yeah.
to next week.
Okay.
Thanks for
Bye-bye,
watching,
guys.
guys, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye, guys.